Hello everybody, and it's the morning cleanup. Now it's actually Let's Play with Clay, but I am doing the early morning cleanup right now, and goodbye zombie. So I want to warn you guys in advance that there is a dude, like a teenager with a motorbike, who's riding up and down my street on occasion, and he's very unpredictable in how he rides up and down my street. So whether or not he'll come by while I'm recording is unknown. And I don't want to go a second day with not having a video up because I haven't recorded, so yeah, that's what's going on. So anyways, welcome back to this lovely series, and wow, this is quite the cleanup. I shouldn't have waited so long to go to bed. Goodbye, spider. They seem to be much easier to deal with if I'm below them. And I think this is the last one. And that should have been a critical hit, and it wasn't, and that's not fair. The game has lied to me. It was a critical hit, it just didn't want to say that it was. So there. Alrighty. And I should not have left my door open, and that is very bad. Next order of business, though, is I need to make an anvil so that I can repair things, because it's kind of important, you know, repairing things. So that one, and this is how you make an anvil. It has used up most of my iron, but it's really important. Right there. That's a good place for an anvil. Next order of business, bow. And I don't need to do this way. But, well, it's done now. It's like my hand kept moving, despite my brain telling myself to stop it, because I could have just combined them because they're not enchanted. It's when they're enchanted that's when you actually want to combine them. So the next thing that I want to do is get wood, because I need more chests so that I can put things in them. You know, it's kind of important to have one of those things, you know, storage. Kind of a good thing to have. And I don't have my axe, which, you know, you kind of want that, otherwise you're just punching wood and that's going to take forever, and I really don't want that to take forever. So, axe. Yeah. My inventory is overflowing. Like, you have that moment in the game where you have nothing and then you end up with a ton of stuff and you're like, how did I hoard all of these things? Where did this all come from? And it's mostly mob drops too. That's what I hoard more than anything else. And blocks. I have a ton of blocks, and I never throw out my blocks. And do you think that I would? Well, I kind of did in the original series. I threw out a lot of clay blocks, but that was about it. And that was maybe 2 stacks of clay blocks at the most, and the rest I've just kept because of reasons. So, I was at work today in the discovery room again. If you've watched any of my vlogs, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. The discovery room is a room in the Yale Peabody Museum, and that's what I work in. And I'm a volunteer, I just want to point that out. The museum does not pay me. Anyways, so I, was in there, and there was one really snotty kid who at first was fine, but he had been asking me how they put the leafcutter ant colony into their habitat. And I was trying to explain it to him because I honestly didn't know, but I wasn't going to say to him, I don't know, because you never say that to kids. Otherwise they'd lose like all faith in you. But I guess my explanation was not good enough for him. So he says to me, so in other words, if you knew, you would tell me. And I just walked away from him. I mean, I didn't just like walk away from it. I did tell him that I was trying to explain it the best way possible, and that it's my second day. I don't know everything yet, but I basically walked away from him because it's like, look, kid, I don't have to take that from you just because you're a child, and I'm so annoyed about the child right now that I can't even think about how I'm putting together my inventory and making a chest. So I'll put that in there. You're gonna go in there, and all of you, and I'll just keep that wood on me. Good. And the next order of business will be going over here. Yeah, I don't have a helmet yet. I feel bad about that. Huh. I don't remember this whole... whatever. I'm gonna go over to the ravine, I think. Well, I'm gonna get iron, and then I'm gonna go over to the ravine. Like, yeah, good, iron. I hear something really weird, and if you guys could explain to me what that sound is, that would be really helpful. No, that's great. Well, that's gonna be the end of that spider. I had a joke, which is really kind of morbid, but I don't really care. I had a joke when I lived at my former apartment that the reason why I never cleaned the dead spider bodies off of my walls, because there were always spiders climbing on my walls, which is horrifying if you have arachnophobia. But the reason why I left them there was because I wanted them to be a reminder to all of the spiders that this is what happens when they enter my room. Yep. And the ravine is over this way. Yeah, because, you know, it's actually really hilarious when you kill spiders and leave their dead bodies all over your walls. So anyway, I talked about some very, like, morbid... Oh, good, there's a slime. So, come down here. And there's also squid ink, which I don't really need right now. Hello, slime. Good to see you. And that was the end of all of you. Good. Now that I have that, if I could just get up on the dry land for an instant. Now that I have all of that, I can get this. And I completely bypassed that iron that I wanted in the cave, so I'm just gonna get this iron. But now that I have all of that, I can make leads and go get a horsey. Because I know where the horsies are. I know where the horsies are. You know, I need to remind you guys from time to time that I have played on this map before, so I know where, like, most of everything is. Like, not everything, but most of everything. Except for the dungeons, because the dungeons are all new. Which is great, because I really didn't want this to be too easy for myself. And honestly, it's not easy because I don't even have diamonds yet. And when I played through this the last time, I got diamonds on... like episode 2, and that was just way too easy, and I think that's probably, why is the water, oh, that's why, I think that's why the, series may not have been received nicely, because it was like, yeah, that's really easy, isn't it? Yeah, the quest for diamonds is sort of one of those things. Up. Next order of business, I'm gonna come back here. I want to see what's back here. And I hope this isn't... there's nothing there. But I hope this isn't boring for you guys, me, like, going around here, because that looks like it's... Well, I shouldn't say it's nothing. It looks interesting, but it looks interesting in the sense that there's not much there. Or... there's stuff there, but it's a cave. This is a better cave. Now, the last time I was here, this gravel was not here. But this cave led nowhere. So I'm not gonna, I don't know. Do I want to waste my time with this? This is going to take a while. We're done. We are done. And the good thing is, it is now nighttime, which means that the cave will be very empty. There will be much fewer mobs, which is wonderful because it will make caving much easier. It's also very hot today. Complete subject change. Hi, zombie. I thought I heard you. Goodbye, zombie. Plump. It's like, what's going on? Have I been hit by something? There's more squid ink here. Why is there more squid ink here? Because some of those... They're like... Are they like spawning in this? I didn't know they could spawn in flowing water. That's very bizarre. Hi, where the hell did these guys come from? It's like, oh my god, it's like a flood of zombies. It's almost as bad as playing Halo. And if you've played Halo, then you know exactly what I am talking about. There might be a dungeon near here too. Whenever you see like a giant zombie flood like that, sometimes there's a dungeon. Or there's a creeper. Oh god. I'm amazed that you blew up the iron, you word I'm not going to use here. Oh god. Why are there two of them? There, blow each other up. You blew up so much iron, at least, like, well, that actually made mining it a little bit easier. But still. You blew up the iron. You punkus. Anyways. This is deep and dark and scary. That's the way I like it. Deep, dark, and scary, man. Die. Why are there so many creepers? I don't get it. There are so many creepers. My god. So, I want to put that there. Ooh, lapis. So the last time that I played through this, when I came into this section, there was actually gold here. And now there are lapis. And creepers. This is bizarre. Oh, we dropped a lot of stuff though. And when I actually came back here, there was a spider jockey, which actually died because the spider climbed up the wall and suffocated the skeleton, which was highly amusing. I mean, I didn't get to see it, but I just knew that's what had happened. But this is great because eventually soon we'll have an enchantment table and we will be able to enchant things, which will be barrels of fun because I like enchanting things. And yeah, this is taking a while only because I'm using iron and I'm also being very watchful because I don't want to die. And I don't really know anybody who does want to die. So, yeah. I mean, I respect death in all forms. Well, not all forms, but all normal, natural forms. Doesn't mean I want it to happen to me. Should be it. Oh, here's some gold. Not a lot of gold, but it's a start. I can make a clock if I want to. I think. Oh, here's some more. I'm adjusting where I'm sitting on my bed right now. So, Well, so far the dude with the motorcycle or the little motorbike hasn't shown up yet, so that's a good sign, which means that now that I've said that, he'll probably show up. Next order of business is this. I know this is probably very repetitive because our quest really is for diamonds, kind of, but these are good resources to have. I have plans for all of this iron. I'm going to use it. So, there's, well, actually that's a car engine that you can hear in the background. I have my window open because it's so hot out, and I'm not going to put myself in a stuffy room simply because of, you know, a noise. So I'll just talk louder. And yeah. So what do I want to do next? I'm out of food. Did I miss oh, your cobblestone, but that's okay. I think it's a good idea for me to go home now because it is dark out. Now, if you remember from the original series, in episode 11, I built my way up. On one side of the ravine, a skeleton shot me, I got startled, a creeper creeped up on me, and then I got blown up and blasted into the ravine, fell, and died. It was very upsetting, so I'd prefer that didn't happen again. And yeah, me and death tends to happen from fall damage, and it tends to happen from lava. Mods very rarely kill me. I don't know why that is, but it's very rare. Well, let me just get some more cobblestone because I want to build myself up and put myself in harm's way. And I want to get these two. I have like no attention span. It's like, iron! Okay, that's enough of that. Goodbye, pickaxe. I think the 40 should be enough. I should be able to build myself up and not die. Because not dying is a really good thing. And I'm sorry if I'm yawning. I think what I'll do after this too is actually go back home and go to bed. And in the next episode, we will definitely try to get a horse. I'm going to try really hard to get a horse. I think we have the capabilities now where we can get the horse. So, nope, I am running like hell. There will be hellish running. Well, I'm going to kill you and then there will be hellish running. I was hoping maybe, just maybe, I could punt him far enough back that I could punt him right into the... Ooh, I punted him, though. Punt him right into the ravine, which would have been awesome. Goodbye, creeper. I want nothing to do with you either. And I'm going this way, and it's almost daytime at this point. Daytime is almost. No. Well, that was a critical hit, though. It was a sloppy critical hit, but it was still a critical hit, and that counts for something. So I'm going to go back to bed anyways, just so that I can set everybody on fire. And I will see you guys in episode 5. Your support of this series is greatly appreciated. To help keep this Let's Play alive, go ahead and click anywhere on the screen to watch the next episode.